Thanks, Greg. Well, what do you imagine when you hear the words home improvement? Ripped up kitchens and a $50,000 bill? It doesn't have to be that way. Here's money expert Stacey Johnson with cheap improvements you can do yourself in just minutes.
When it comes to owning a home, one of the joys and sources of financial stress is doing improvements. But not every project requires a giant budget or a contractor. There are lots of things you can do around the house this weekend for little money that will give big improvement. Example, paint is probably the best bang for the buck improvement you can make. It can be as simple as painting the front door or trim, or as complicated as painting the entire interior. Either way, it's a job you can do yourself. Want cheap paint? Check Craigslist, FreeCycle, and the Habitat for Humanity Restore. Want a new sofa? Do what we did here. Slip covers, a $50 improvement that brought an old sofa new life. Want a new look for nothing? Rearrange the furniture this weekend. Here's something else free, declutter. The quickest and cheapest way to make your home look both bigger and better. Lighting can totally change the look of a room, and LED lighting can pay for itself. Replacing old fixtures with new ones isn't expensive, especially if you can find them used. Again, check the resale store and online. Then there's gardening. New plants are easy to put in and really dress up the outside of your home. You'll get maximum savings by using seeds rather than buying full-grown plants. Even changing the hardware on your kitchen cabinets and drawers can make a big difference. It's cheap and it's definitely DIY. Bottom line, there are tons of things you can do this weekend. It won't cost a lot of money and will improve your property. Want more ideas? I've got them waiting for you. Just go to moneytalksnews.com and do a search for home improvement. For Money Talks News, I'm Stacey Johnson.
Great home improvement tips. Thanks, Stacey. Well, what's better than turning wine into a slushie? Howard says not much. He's in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen with a summer drink that'll leave you with a silly smile after trying it. Stay with us.
Grape Escape, the annual fundraiser supporting the Topeka Performing Arts Center. Wine, beer, bourbon games, and great auction items. Friday, August 3rd. Tickets at the TPAC box office at Ticketmaster.com.
I'm Steve Watkins, and I approve this message.
Kansans' choice for Congress this August 7th. Career politicians who have run for office over 20 times. Or outsider Steve Watkins. A combat veteran, Steve will battle for conservative values in Washington. He'll stand with President Trump to build the wall, stop Nancy Pelosi, and fight for our Kansas values. Because you can't fix Washington by sending more career politicians. Send Steve Watkins to Congress.
Political commercials can be confusing. Here are some facts. Jeff Collier is the only candidate endorsed by Bob Dole, the NRA, and Kansans for Life. Jeff Collier is strong on the border, voter ID, and tough on illegal immigration. And Jeff Collier protected the American flag from desecration and fought the ACLU. Remember the facts, and remember to vote on August 7th.
Like you, I've had enough. Don't believe that these two peas in a pod are your only choice for governor. They're part of the broken system. I'm the candidate for governor and businessman who, in just 3 years as your insurance commissioner, cut state spending in my office and greatly improved services and transparency. Cutting waste, managing smarter, that's the way to get more for Kansas schools and to grow jobs. I'm Ken Seltzer, CPA. Together, let's fix what's broken in Topeka.
You're watching 13 News, Kansas News Leader.
Welcome back to Midday in Kansas. Howard says you won't find today's recipe at any old ice cream shop. You have to see for yourself. Take a look.
Did you ever have an ice cold glass of homemade sangria with lots of fruit in it that was so good you can still remember it? If you know what I'm talking about, then you're going to go crazy over what we're making today. It's a cool and refreshing frozen take on sangria, known in Italy as granita. Here in the States, it's more of a fruity flavored shaved ice, which goes together like this. What we do is add a cup of water to a saucepan along with some sugar. After that dissolves, we add some grape juice, orange juice, fresh blackberries or raspberries, and a couple sticks of cinnamon. We let this simmer for a bit, then we add some red wine, and we let it simmer a little longer. At this point, we strain it to remove the cinnamon stick and any seeds from the berries. Once it cools, cover it, and pop it in the freezer to set up overnight. Right before serving it, we scrape it with a fork, like this, which creates our fruity shaved ice. 1 spoonful, and you're going to be making this all summer long. It tastes just like a sangria in the form of a slushie. To get your hands on our icy sangria granita, all you need to do is check out our website. I'm Howard of the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found an icy, fun, and fruity way for you to say, ooh, it's so good.
Looks delicious, thanks. Well, we've got more weather coming up with Doug Myers. Stay with us.
The liberal George Soros-backed ACLU opposes conservatives like President Trump and Secretary of State Chris Kobach. The ACLU even wants to keep flying a desecrated American flag over KU. So why is the liberal ACLU promoting Jeff Collier for governor? They've sent out mailers and now they're even calling voters.
Calling for the ACLU of Kansas about the Republican primary election for governor.
On August 7th, vote against the ACLU-backed Jeff Collier. Vote Chris Kobach for governor.
On Saturday, August 4th, Second Box Casino presents Uptown Funk with a tribute to Bruno Mars. Uptown Funk brings you an unforgettable night of song and high-energy dance moves in a live stage production that you don't want to miss. Don't miss Uptown Funk with a tribute to Bruno Mars. Presented live by Second Fox Casino, Saturday, August 4th at 8 p.m. It's a complimentary show in our Silver Fox showroom.
We never settle for just 2 lousy choices in anything. Except politics, where a broken 2-party system is destroying our state. But it doesn't have to be like this. I'm Greg Orman, the independent for governor. I won't bow to party bosses or take money from special interests. I'll work for you. This failed system's not working. Kansans deserve better.
For 65 years, WIBW has brought you the most complete and accurate election coverage during the primaries. Stay right here on 13 News, live local experience. You're watching 13 News, Kansas News Leader.
Mostly sunny skies. Look outside our Parish Hotel, Motel and Convention Center camera. That puts us in the green car in our People's Insurance Group Road Risk Index. And real quick, just a quick recap of July, as today is our first day of August. It was a warm and a dry one. In fact, it was our driest since 1940 for the month of July and 5th driest overall in July in Topeka. So hopefully we can start to change that in August. As far as the dry weather is concerned, that may continue for the next 8 days. Small chance of storms on Saturday. We're really focusing on Monday night being the best overall chance of storms, according to the latest computer models coming in. But even that is still kind of up in the air as they're kind of going back and forth between that rain chance. So we'll keep an eye on that. In the meantime, low to mid-90s for the next 8 days.
Well, I'm definitely looking forward to this breezy August. It'll be great.
Yes.
Well, thanks for watching Midday in Kansas, everyone. Have a great day.
Get the